Welcome students. Today's session is on Literature Search Service. I am Dr. P.K. Bhattacharya, Senior Fellow and Associate Director TERI will take you a round through this how we are actually providing literature service. See, in library environment, one of the major aspects what we face is user oriented services. Many of such kind of services we provide which require current awareness generation kind of thing, but when user approach you and provide and ask us to provide them services, so then literature search service or rather on demand kind of service is becoming very important. Now with this in background, let us understand what will be our course outline today. So we will provide you an understanding of literature search, intrinsic value attached to such kind of search and service, who are the beneficiaries and what kind of benefits they can expect as outcome of the literature search service, what process do we follow, and output how it looks like actually. Now, just to begin with, let us first understand what is definition of literature search. So, as per the dictionary meaning, literature search is an exhaustive search for published information on any subject conducted systematically using all bibliographic finding tools aimed at locating as much existing material on a topic as possible, an important initial step in any research project. Now, as you can see, there are so many keywords attached to this definition. First of all, the most important thing is that literature search has to be an exhaustive thing, because in any case, research exhaustive value of whatever available information is. That is number one thing. Second thing is which is most important, that you have to be a systematic. Means, you have to plan it accordingly in the beginning, what kind of resources you will search, where you will search, and how long you will search. All such type of things has to be planned initially, and then retrieve such document as much as you can, following certain search tools and techniques. That's the bibliographic finding tools. Now, when you see that literature search is a systematic search, that's what I was explaining to you, that it's a systematic search for published material on any specific topic. It helps user in searching, locating any kind of resource information, and what kind of query you can expect, where user approach to a librarian or to any information service provider and ask, where should I get this information? Can you serve me a bibliography? Can you provide me a report kind of thing, research data kind of thing? I want to use it in my research report. So many of such kind of queries we are facing these days, as and when in the age of internet, many of the regular queries we used to get, we do not get as on date. Now, why literature search is so much importance in any kind of library services? Because number one reason is that information explosion has taken place. Every subject has now have number of information requirement, number of information value addition, value chain has been established. We can now find that more and more number of journals, books, everything is coming out in multiple languages. It's very difficult to access all these information or get in touch with this information. Or even if you get access to those information, it's very difficult to go through all those information. So what you actually need? You need an exhaustive search through a database kind of thing, where somebody will provide you a list of most valuable source of information. most valuable part of information on that specific topic. So information explosion is one of the major reason where every alternate year information is doubling itself. So that's the most important problem we can face. Access to information is difficult because you do not have access to information mainly because of sometimes you can not access because they are in different languages. Sometimes you do not have money to purchase, or sometimes you do not have access at all. You don't know such information exists. Geography and language barriers, as I was telling you. Then cut down research time is one of the important criteria. These days, if you see that information has value, information is a you can say it is a intrinsic value it carry. Now you cannot actually feel that it has a value, you can not feel information, but definitely you can find that, if I get this information, it will cut down my research time. I do not need to search in entire, ocean of information sources. So that actually will help me to get those information quickly and put more time in research. So that's how, cut down of research time. Then another problem for which we need literature search is absence of skill set. See, researcher, they know how to search, that I understand, but researchers are not quite well aware about the different kind of search techniques, tools, and best possible way to search in different kind of databases. As a result, what happens, if you follow the same kind of search string in every database, you may not get the all relevant information retrieved. So as a result, absence of such skill set will result into non-exhaustivity of your information search. So that's one of the important reason why we should have literature search service. Then faster information service becomes a need of the hour today. We do not want any kind of information services which is delayed, not coming to us in time, and with an appropriate presentation and all. So faster information service delivery is one important thing, and literature search in modern days help us to retrieve such kind of information. It facilitates economic and efficient service as well, because you need not to purchase many books now, you need not to purchase many research articles or maybe different service databases services. So as a result, you are economizing your research to certain extent. So that's what is another important area, that why we need literature search. Now let us understand what actually happens in terms of literature search requirement when it comes to you. So what is user's perspective actually? Now user comes to library for everyday research support or everyday knowledge enhancement or development, that kind of regular queries you can face, subject queries. They also approach you towards development, their recency of any kind of information, that is we call as current awareness approach. And then the exhaustive approach is the research approach. So literature search is most useful in case of exhaustive approach, and definitely to certain extent current awareness approach as well. Now benefits, if you see, as I was mentioning you, there are several benefits. First of all, it helps you in research. Second, it avoids duplication of research efforts. What does that mean? Means, suppose I am a researcher and I am searching to find a piece of information or on any specific subject, say on climate change adaptation in India. Now as a result, what will happen, that I will get 20 documents or maybe 200 documents, maybe in last 5 years time, whatever gets published in India. Now I have already conducted this search and I have already well documented them, and that bibliography has been prepared, but I did not share with anybody. As a result, what will happen? The next person who wants to do similar kind of search, he will again go and do the same kind of search in different databases and try to find out the document. It will actually avoid duplicacy. Helps in solving research problem. As you can understand, more you will come to know on any kind of knowledge research, so you will definitely be you will be solving different kind of problem quite easily. Assists in learning methods and approach for studies. So you can actually change your approach, it can change your learning pattern and everything. Help in exhaustive research and assist in finding out new research areas. More you learn, more you read, more research areas will come up and more research will be fostered. So more and more new research areas will open up. Attributes of literature search is one of first of attribute is that it is on demand. We do not conduct literature search like any other kind of current awareness type of service, which is basically anticipatory kind. This is a on-demand service. Helps user in searching and locating documents. Queries demands users need assessment. So actually it conducts the need assessment of whatever users are approaching. So you actually conduct the need of their assessment and then you come back to users with some sort of queries, etc. So that's, and once you get answer to those queries, then you start literature search service. Lead to carrying out specific search, finding out required documents, and short to long range services you can provide. That means while you are going to do ready reference kind of service, it's easily available in couple of days time or couple of hours time, you will be able to provide this service. Bibliographic search request might come where you will be actually searching different kind of types of documents, some maybe from journal articles, books, conference proceedings, or several other things, maybe some image, some blog post or social media contents also. So then create a bibliography of them, and that's the service you provide. And then specific search, and they are probably asking you to prepare a document, maybe in the form of a report. So that's another kind of attributes of the literature search. Now, who require literature search? You see, teachers, they require literature search, particularly when they are going beyond textbook studies, so that they want some new information as a supplement to textbook studies, and of course for their research projects also. Students require literature search. Not only for their books, they want some study material too for literature search purpose. They want to find out what areas they should research. So finding out new research areas, and then whatever problems they are facing, where from they will get answer. They will get answer from different new documents on that problematic areas, means specific search output is required. So students will approach for literature search service as well. Different professionals want literature search for their problem solving. Different kind of professional faces different type of problem, be in a lawyer to a teacher to industry professionals to anybody. And then this actually also help them to know much more in depth about their professional career, and maybe that they can face their careers efficiently as well. Manager, that is the industry managers, they want such kind of literature search, because they get more and more information on some new product, new service, that help them to understand the product, solve different problems, and ultimately change in product is required, specificity is required, some specification or value addition to product is required. Ultimately performance of the team will improve. So that is basically the reason why they want literature search service. Sales and marketing team also wants. They want it for carrying out market study, market analysis, what product is produced by which competitor, how much quantity, and such kind of market report kind of thing they want. Then competitive intelligence, like where in which market they are operational, what are their lacunas, etc. they want to find out, and that's why they want trade literature, product brochure, and that kind of information in detail. So what I mean to say here, literature search doesn't mean that you will go and search only the academic content, but you can also go and contact different type of commercial and industrial content as well. Again, continuing to who benefits, student and researchers benefit because that is academic nature type. As I was discussing, educational purpose is one, supplement textbook studies, pursue his or her career efficiently, and finding out new research areas are major reason why students require this. Faculty, they want for teaching purpose, and of course their research work and professional development purpose. On the other hand, commercial information as a outcome of literature search also comes up. So where industry managers, they need information for new product line, and of course for improving existing products as well. Now this is very interesting. I have taken this slide from Google, which actually show that when literature search is there, how exactly you are going to review literature. So let us see different facets as they have given. Like in the middle, you can see that what the key theories, concept, ideas. So basically when you want to review any literature, so first of all, from the user you need to know what are the kind of theories or concept or ideas they are having, so that you can also think in the same line to retrieve different products. So what are the major issues pertaining to that particular debate or that particular direction, what is there in the market or there in the academic setup, so that you can search for those topics. What are the epistemological and ontological grounds of different discipline? Means what kind of ontology you should follow, semantic search you should follow, what kind of search keywords you will follow, what knowledge, how knowledge are means how is knowledge organized, structured. So that is one reason you want to know as outcome of your literature search. What are the main questions and problems literature search can answer? So this is one plus point or approaches what literature search is actually helping. Then what are the origins, definitions, and of the literature? So that basically gives you an idea of subject growth. And what are the political standpoints or what are the key sources of information? So there are several areas which opens up as part of the literature review process or literature search and search review process. Now, literature search help us to compile subject bibliography. So first of all, we do receive a query from user. So based on this query, we conduct a user interview where we ask them like how many years data you want, whether you want Indian data only, is there any specific area you want to concentrate, whether English data, literature of English literature only you want, means written in English you want. So that kind of several questions we have. So that needs to be clarified at the beginning, which actually help you to understand the subject. So you may have to go through a couple of websites or couple of books pages or couple of articles to understand the subject. Then scope, coverage, and period. So these are actually already established by the user, but this gives you a clear understanding to formulate your search strategy. Now search strategy is actually the using different type of Boolean operator, you will create a search string, and that string will be used for retrieving different document from various sources of information. Then once those sources of information are available with you, you will scan them, searching tertiary, secondary, primary sources, including databases, etc., and scan them and finding out, select them, and then whatever selected document you will enter them, arrange them, and finally index them. Here indexing means you will be giving them in the form of a bibliography. Now, this is in a more detail how user interview are supposed to be carried out to know the query thoroughly, to know purpose of search, to know background of the users, which actually, if your user is a faculty, so maybe he is trying to use this literature search output for any kind of course material development. If he is a manager from an industry, so naturally he will be requiring more of a commercial information. So such are the differences. Then subject, scopes, types, periods, etc. you can definitely find out. What sources users has already consulted, you can know from interview, and then you will not conduct same search or provide him same output which he has already received, the time frame within which he requires. So such kind of thing. Process of literature search, so user query followed by interview, then defining scope, identify the sources of information. It could be primary, secondary, tertiary, database, only hard copy literature, e-resources, whatever. Then formulates your search query, and then conducting search in all these resources what you have identified. Select documents, whatever outcome will come, so you will select those documents, formatting them, and then provide the solution. After providing solution, you take feedback from the user. If user says yes, these are correct, so that's fine. If not, then you have to reframe the queries, user queries, understand more and more about user requirement. So user interview, again this cycle starts. So let us understand how search is being carried out in literature search. First of all is subject approach and then author approach. In the subject approach, what we do, that we find out different kind of keywords related to that subject. User request come, define search process planning based on those keywords, etc. Forms of documents you finalize and understand which are the maybe a user wants some of the kind of statistical data. So naturally you will search the statistical database, not the science and technology related abstracting database. So such type of things. Search for latest resources from different kinds of databases, as I mentioned, in book, journal, report, monograph, databases, thesis, standards, whatnot. So based on those keywords, you are carrying out these searches following your search string that we were discussing later on. So that subject approach will help you to identify the correct piece of information. So, and the exhaustivity will be there. Second type of search technique could be author-based approach, where you find whenever any query comes, so you go through some of the literature randomly, you will get to know some of the good authors' name. So using those authors' name, you do the cross-referencing. You take down some 10 to 20 articles or books of those famous authors, and at the end of the document or article you find what are the different kind of cross-referencing being followed, and then derive your bibliography based on that. So these are basic search techniques we follow. Now it could be online and offline both. Physical collection, normally you have to find using your offline approach. E-collection you can, if it is a database form, if it is in database form, you can do your online search as well. Now the process remains same everywhere. I discussed already that it begins with interview followed by identify sources, strategy, then scanning, data entry, formatting, packaging, delivery to users. Similarly, in online search, Same thing also, but here if you can see that identify sources, they are now changing into different kind of website, CDs, databases. Website includes Medline if it is a scientific query, medical query. Then if it is a scientific query, goes to Science Direct, Chemical Abstracts, Springer Link. If it is a economics or social science queries, goes to EconLit. All these are actually different abstracting and full text databases. Similarly, there are other kind of sources like Scopus. These are full text aggregators, and these are abstracting databases like Scopus, Web of Science. Dialog is a database host which contains lots of full text and abstracting databases. Similarly, ProQuest, commercial information. For that purpose, ProQuest is one of the best. Similarly, Google Scholar, EBSCO is an aggregator. So you can search any of these databases for your literature, whatever subject you want to find out. So here also you have to have a search strategy following the identifying keywords from the queries what you are getting based on your reference or user interview, and then scan it, select it, data entry, format, packaging, delivery, and feedback. The same process we follow. Advantage of online search is speed. You can actually get those information quite speedy. Exhaustivity of search is much more, coverage is much more, easy to format because everything is already available in some sort of format. So you have to actually present them in a way you want to, and that becomes quite easy to prepare. Then quick delivery of information, and then modification, whatever required based on users' feedback, so that modification is also quite easy. So advantage is always there. We now come to the last part of our presentation on literature search, is the output part, that we prepare ad hoc bibliography as output of literature search when your user wants bibliographic service. Now there we put title, author, subjects. We can provide the bibliographic contents like title, author, source, and abstracts, and we regularly update this both ad hoc bibliography or index or the bibliography, so that user always remain updated. Besides this, there is another kind of search output actually you can expect based on literature search, which is systematic review and critical reviews or review article. Now, review article, most of us are well known. Based on your search output, you may find on a specific topic 20 or 30 articles. So you can find out some basic or important part from these articles, then rewrite the entire concept according to your requirement, and then you can probably refer to cite to this or provide citation to this article, so that this gives you a critical review as well as review article you can prepare. Systematic review is a different ball game altogether, where a large scale planning is required, which I'll take up short time from now. So this is an example of a ad hoc bibliography where reports, review articles, all sorts of things. This is the type of ad hoc bibliography we prepare. It could be in the form of annotated bibliography, where you can also get an abstract. Then comes your output of your literature search. This is how we actually go ahead, identify the topic, identify database, conduct search, and then step 4 is your primary, secondary literature search, then summarize it, and finally properly write and review. So this is how we develop any research review or review article, critical review. So this is how output of your literature search comes. And this is the final thing I wanted to cover today, that is a systematic review, where a team of experts they find what are the topics on a specific area a person want to study, on specific subject, maybe on climate change issues or adaptation issues in India, or climate resilience in India. So there they will find out all possible sources and all possible keywords. So once they get all possible keywords from the subject experts, consulting subject experts, subject headings, everything. So if you can find out all possible keywords and all possible sources of information, then you conduct the search with each of those particular queries to all possible sources, and this is how you will get a huge number of literature retrieved from different kind of literature sources. So once these things are retrieved, so you can delete the duplicates, and that actually help you to define the as per your scope of your service, etc. And protocol form also, the literature search service provide you that facility in this particular case. And last thing is that what kind of role librarian will play in systematic review, because once this systematic review requires two phase. One, that you find out different kind of resources, and then those resources should be analyzed. Now planning and conducting part, where librarians are actually involved. So they then, once they are getting all the resources, so they will report that resources in the form of a bibliography or annotated bibliography, and thereafter the process of research work starts. So that is how planning, conducting and reporting, in these three phases we can find that role of librarian is important, and that's how literature search is gaining more and more strength in all sorts of research work. So student, what we have learned today is about the literature search. What is literature search, how it should be conducted, who benefits, what kind of benefits you can expect, how to conduct those kind of searches, what are the types of different kind of resources you should follow to as part of your literature search activity in offline as well as in online activities, and finally what type of output you can expect and provide to your user. Remember one thing, based on today's internet speed, ability and availability of online information, literature search is every day gaining strength and will gain in future also. And as a result, people expect a lot from the librarians, that whenever they have any kind of queries, so they will approach librarian and librarian will provide them the relevant support. So with that, I close my discussion today. Thank you for your attention, and any queries, definitely people of me, either me or the training coordinator will be happy to provide you answer. Thank you.